With the sun coming out, things warming up, able to get those hand tube tires working. Alright, now I'm going to turn the mic off there for just a second, as apparently that slow finish that Harvey had earlier was because of a rerun, so he is now out on a final left side run. Flips the final cone, or the first cone on the course. So that has got to be a sigh of relief for James Yom, as Harvey just needed a couple attempts to catch up with him. The last pair in, Quebeco finds 2 10s, but throws it away with a cone. Schultz no help on his final run. So Harvey right now on that solo run on the left side, and this is a for what it could have been run for Harvey. So let's see what the scratch was. And he does not improve. He slows down about 8 thousandths. So no help for Chris Harvey on that run.
Focus on being smooth.
All right, next to finish, Josh Luster. And Luster is running up against Luster's going to be back first. I believe he is running up against Shane Karowski. Karowski having an issue on the start, did not get away from the lights, and so not getting a time on that run. Luster slows down about a second on his first run. How fantastic her lights were, and I saw her in grid this morning and told her not to red light after I had done all that good talking, and showing a 4:13 reaction time for her on her first light. So it's entirely possible, if not likely, that I jinxed Miss Carlson on her first run, that 43:13, as we're going to have a brief hold here while we reset the tree. We got the bump 2 class currently at the line. So Brian Hoover, Dan Chadwick into the finish, and it looks like Hoover will be getting a rerun. We may have had an issue with a car sitting on the line for an extended period of time, throwing the sequencing out. So looks like Hoover may be getting a rerun. We'll confirm that momentarily. So as I mentioned, a bunch of online listeners this morning, one of note, the club race going on at Carolina Motorsports Park in Kershaw, South Carolina. The control room has turned off what's going on at their event and turned on what's going on at ours. So they're sitting around listening to the Pro Solo, probably approaching their lunch break there in Kershaw. Since I didn't get to do it on Mother's Day, I'll take advantage of it and say hi to my mom, who is among them. So, hi Mom, hope you guys are having fun. We certainly are. So we got a super Kurowski in the M3 having a little trouble getting off the line on his previous run. Seems to have it together on this run, coming towards the finish. And it's going to be Kurowski back first. 44.2, he finds a half a second, while Luster would have found 86,000, but no help with the cone. So Kurowski improving, needs to find 6/10 now to get around his co-driver. Luster about a second off of his co-driver. So those guys battling for the first and 7th spots with their co-drivers. Christy Carlson into the finish now, back into what I consider to be Carlson form. 5:69 reaction time, 69 thousandths on the right side of green. Slows down a little bit on course, but got the start back under control. Inside the top 10 in bump 2. Jared Langford is as well. Next to pair will be Shane Kurowski and Josh Luster. Kurowski on the left course, Luster on the right. No help for either driver. A slowdown of 2/10 from Kurowski. Luster slowed down by 28 thousandths of a second. And as I mentioned, part of the story in bump 2, Eric Strelnick with a mechanical issue pushing the car off the course. And if anybody from the Strelnick's camp can come let me know what had happened, so we can let folks in here wonder what may have happened to Eric's car, whether or not we will see it reappear this week. Christy Carlson is 5:66 reaction time up lesser 1. For Christy, no help on fourth. Hoover and Chadwick. Next pair to finish. Also finds 7/10 of a second, a 40.7 for Fawcett, a 35.8 for Jared Langford. So nice times for both of those drivers, as we have just Josh Luster and Shane Kurowski, the battle of co-drivers out on course right now. Can either one of them get around their co-drivers? Luster finds 3/10 but throws it away with a cone. Shane Kurowski finds 8/10 of a second, and that will do it. That will put him ahead of his co-driver by 2/10 of a second. So Shane Kurowski on his last right side run finds 8/10 of a second. Really nice improvement there for Shane. Next to finish is going to be Christy Carlson, and Christy back into Carlson form on the tree. A 5:48 reaction time, a 42.5, slows down a tick on the course. Chadwick and Hoover. Chadwick a 5.58 reaction time, Hoover a 6.6. to the finish of 5:48 reaction time. No help on four sleeves at about 3:10. Then Chadwick at no help. Hoover at 61,000 for Manchester. Last there through the light faucet.